Fuck, hook up, bang, screw, disco.
Getting some yams, getting some butt.
Bang, smash, plow, pound, rail, hit and run, Netflix and chill. That's all I can come up with off the top of my head.
Hooking up, getting with, having someone overnight, sleeping with.
Smashed, pounded, slid in there, effed, finished off. Yeah.
No.
I believe to some extent you do need consent. If you don't know the person, if you're just meeting the person, you should get consent. But I feel like once in a relationship, you should know the person and know what they're comfortable and not comfortable with doing. So you don't need the verbal, but you just kind of get the feel of what's right and what's wrong.
I think verbal consent is important when having sex, regardless of how long you've been together. So, like, asking, like, is this okay? And making sure you're, like, analyzing, like, the cues that your partner is giving off.
Activity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes and no. I say no because if both people are drunk or intoxicated under any type of influence, I feel as though if they both aren't coherent to know what's going on, so if something happens, it happens.
Doesn't say no.
Nah.
It can be, yes. So yes, that is a good question.
To answer that, I'm going to say no. I think consent goes far beyond words.
It can be. Yeah, it's still right.
Hear it all the time on Friday, Saturday nights in College Ave.
I don't think it's that big of an issue.
Very common, and yes, pretty much every single time going out at night, especially when you're by yourself, or even when you're with a group of friends, it's very common to just walk down the streets and have people like calling you names or making comments about either your outfit or what you look like that night or that day.
I don't really hear a lot of catcalling from students, especially not like in state college or on campus, but I would say like in bigger metropolitan areas there is high incidence of catcalling.
I do think catcalling is common at Penn State, and I have been catcalled.
I have heard a girl get catcalled. Maybe it wasn't directly to her face, but if you're walking with someone, they're walking a little bit ahead of you, people behind you, you can hear them.
Hey girl. I don't know. It's been a while. I haven't really used much. I just say like, "Hey girl," or "It's cooking good looking." Or like, I work at a bar, so like, they asked me what's the special. I said the special is me. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, what's up, baby? How you doing? Come on through. Let me buy you a beer.
I've heard "come sit on my face," like "hey girl," or "damn," or "you looking fine," or "ay ay," like that.
I guess just like they can say anything like "hey baby" or stupid stuff like that. My friend just got catcalled and they screamed at her and said "nice ass." But also like whistling and just stupid, like, I don't know, stuff like that. Sexy, you look good, whistling a lot. Sometimes even comments about race, which is interesting, but a lot of like that variation.
Things like "damn girl, you fine," or
looking mighty fine today or something, stuff like that. And it's like sometimes it's funny to even think about, but it's like not funny, I guess, 'cause it's kind of derogatory. But at the same time, like if like a girl or a guy were to like say something to me like, "Oh, damn son, you looking good," I'd be kind of happy to hear it. I'd be like, "Oh, sweet, thanks,"
Probably pretty often, but since the frats got shut down, probably not as much.
Like a statistic.
40 out of every 100 times people have sex.
So what is that, 40%?
40%, I guess.
4 in 10?
1 in 10.
Honestly, I think it depends on the size of the campus. Because I came from Harrisburg and it really didn't happen at all. But here I know that it happens really frequently.
I'd say like 10% of women.
It's actually 1 in 5 or 20%.
Wow.
At least 7 per week that if get reported, probably 1 to 3 a week, but probably 20 that happen during the week.
I think it happens every day, to be honest. It goes under the radar.
I've heard the 1 in 5 number. I don't think that's entirely true, but I think it's a lot higher than it definitely should be. I don't know about 20%, but it's probably not anywhere near where it should be.
Yeah, I think it probably happens on a daily basis, multiple times. I mean, some girls don't even know exactly if what happens can be considered sexual assault, and so a lot of it just goes underreported.
No.
No.
Campus police or Center for Women Students is something I would consider to be a resource.
I do. I think CAPS can help. I think there's the Women's Resource Center.
I do. I know there's a women's center right at the street where I live. I don't really know what they're called, but I know where they are.
CAPS probably helps the counseling service on campus, the university police, and maybe the student legal services.
Yeah, I know CAPS provides resources for sexual assault victims. The university police, or like even the state college police, Mount Nittany, the Women's Resource Center. I think the LGBTQ center on campus, which is in like Buki, also provides resources, especially for people who are victims and are also LGBT. There are like groups on campus that like try to support those women.